Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend chemistry class. It is March 30th, and just a couple housekeeping items before we move forward here. My email listed right there, nball@steelacademyedu.org. The announcements, just as the last couple weeks, food pantry will be open 10 to 12, Tuesday and Thursday at Steel Academy. If you need to grab anything, feel free, come on up, stock up. Get the goodies. It's there for you, so go ahead, take advantage of it. We'll deliver it to your car. We'll be there from 10 to 12. Also, outside of the door at Steel Academy, there is a metal cabinet where you can get your assignments or turn your assignments in. This isn't so much important for this week, but this is important going forward because there will be more assignments because we do not foresee coming back after this third week or so. That's what I know so far. Also, Google Classroom. It's up in the air. We may start using this. If you have access to email, access to internet, you may be able to get your assignments online. Make that a lot easier than coming up to the cabinet each time. As always, you can turn in things via commenting on my posts, via turning into the cabinet, or emailing me. All these things work, and I appreciate each one of them. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to move on to a little bit of working with the ions in Chapter 7, Section 2 now. So when working with ions, you can see right here, we have a sodium, we have a chlorine. This is what's going to be called an ionic bond. So what happens with the sodium and chlorine in their ionic bond, chlorine gets to take an electron. So this one right here, it's bad arrow, better arrow. There we go. This electron hops right on over, gives us that full octet on the chlorine because we know it forms a -1 ion. That is an anion. And when sodium loses that, it becomes a +1 cation. +1 cation. So then we have chlorine, it's -1. And when it's a +1, you don't even have to put the 1. -1, I always put the 1. So if you just see me put positive, it means +1. They come together. They form a nice stable compound. Because it's a +1 and a -1, there's going to be no charge at all right here. You see this can happen a lot if these were in what we call an aqueous solution, which would be like in water. If those two were in water, you know how salt dissolves? It actually forms those ions. And then if we were to actually cover up, except for just letting the water vapor out, and heat it under a flame, they would do what's called precipitate into sodium chloride. So they would form that table salt you guys know all about. Anyway, that is all I got for you today. Nice quickie for you. And as always, thank you for coming.